What are you eating? All right, hello everybody. Sorry, I was updating the description box. All right, so hi, how are ya? So please see the description box. This live is closed to pre-bookings only. If you want to pre-book for the next live, you can. Or for like, this is such a limited time offer because I am so close to giving birth that I don't know how much longer I can like do this. If you want like to not wait for a live and you want like a personal YouTube private link sent to you, I can also do it that way. It just, you know, some people want to be up in the party and I like feel it. So it's just really dependent on what you want, but now for like kind of a limited time only, if you book with me, you get to choose if you want to be like on a pre-booking list for the live or if you just want like a video sent to you where you get like a question answered. So this is probably going to go on for like, you know, I'm 34 weeks pregnant. So for like, I don't know, 3 weeks or so. So take advantage of that while you can. But because I'm so freaking preggo and I'm having these like, I don't know if any of you guys are moms out there, I'm having these like Braxton Hicks contractions. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm just gonna, you know, fulfill my promises to the ladies who booked for tonight and say hi to everyone, check in on everyone, and if you guys wanted to book for the next live or get a private link sent to you, all the information is down below. But in the meantime, how is everyone doing? Did you guys survive the Cancer full moon? I feel like I didn't like feel it as much, and maybe some astrologer was talking about how it was like a really stable conjunction because we are in Capricorn season and something about Uranus, I don't fucking know. But I feel like I was super cool. Like usually I feel like I would cry. Like I'm a Cancer moon myself. I feel like that's my time to shine. That's my time to cry. And I like didn't. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but I felt like it was a good full moon. Let me know what you guys thought. And then like, how are you guys? Other than that, how is 2022 treating you? How is everything so far? I feel like this has been a really good year, and technically it sounds like I'm biased just because of the things like, oh, I'm like pregnant and blah blah blah, but like honestly, like this has been a good year so far, and I hope it stays this way because it's been like a really long time since it's been a good new year, new start to a year. I always feel like my starts to the new year are really fucked up. Like I was like reflecting back on when I was a teenager, like on the 1st of January, my car was totaled by some drunk driver. It was ridiculous. They basically ran a red light and like crashed into me from the back. And I saw it coming. I was like sitting at the red light and I saw this car coming so fast. And then they ran the red light, like, because they didn't stop. It was like a hit and run. Anyway, I don't know why I said that, but I just like was reflecting back on how bad some of the New Year's I've had were. One of them I spent with Bay, and we had COVID. That was not cool. So it's just, I feel like 2022 is a good, very like sentient year. Really? Jackson keeps throwing me his toy, and it's like kind of hard, and he keeps throwing it at me. Go get it. I swear he literally doesn't like read the room properly. Like before I went live, before I started talking, he was sleeping by my feet. So now he's throwing this toy at me, and that is, ew, it's all slimy. And it doesn't help that my aim is really bad. Otherwise I'd throw it super far and he'd have to like go get it. Okay, so this is cool. I'm like running really hot. I had to turn the fan on. I feel like there's enough light. No, we're not doing, stop. We're not doing all that. Stop. Now he's trying to bite me. No, I feel like you need to like not right now. Jack, stop, not my new pajamas. You're like really crazy. Ouch. So yeah, I have a toddler who's a dog. And it's just the start, but yeah. Babe, what are you saying right now on the chat? I'm gonna like block you. Okay. So we have 4 people for tonight. We have the lovely Shanice, we have JAMI, Trina, and Lexi. And I think that I will get into it. And then, like I said, if you guys wanted to pre-book or for the next live, which I want to say will be on Friday, but we're on a snowstorm watch. So I can't make any promises as of right now, just because even like our internet provider was like, hey, stop it. Stop. Even our internet provider was like, yeah, we can't make any promises if there's going to be internet or not. So, you know, it's bad when they're already saying ahead of time. But, stop. I just got these. Please don't tear them apart. Oh my God. So, yeah. I want to say I'll be on Friday. If everything goes smoothly and we don't have another snowstorm in Texas, then for sure I will be going live if you want to pre-book. If not, I will just make like recordings for you. So if you do book, I'll just send it to you privately and you'll have like your own little personal reading. And I am opening personal readings up this spring, but honestly, I cannot give you a date because I don't know. Let's see how like motherhood and how I adjust to it and all that great stuff. And then like the routine, because as much as I'd love to like get back into the hustle, you know, a baby cries, like there's nothing I can do about that. So I'm gonna see like how this all is, and then yeah. Snowstorms in Texas should be illegal. We actually moved last year to Texas during that snowstorm, and literally everyone I've spoken to is like, there's no way there's gonna be a snowstorm again. And I'm just like, I don't know, bro. Like, according to my perception, anything is possible. And now they're like talking about it. It's gonna be like 20 degrees on Friday. What? It's Texas. Stop, Jackson. Hey, please. You're being crazy. Stop it. Stop. Yeah, look at me. I'm not playing with you. Stop. So, we'll see. We'll see how this all goes. All right. So, I'm going to get into it, but I'm trying to calm him down. I'm not doing a good job of it. Hey, what? I took you out. I gave you food. I gave you water. I played with you. And it's not enough, is it? All right. So, we're going to start off with Shanice. Hello, Shanice. All right, so let me pull up your question, unless you can just tell it to me. Wait, what? What? I just got the weirdest fucking DM. Ew. Someone, I literally have to share this because like I don't even know how to feel about this. Someone said, I'm reaching out to you to see if you can give me some money for a potion. I currently don't have money and the potion costs $330. My cash app is blah blah blah. It's for fame. ... Like I cannot make this shit up. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? And then her like Instagram caption, like in her bio, says baddest bitch of all time, lol ho, stop fucking playing with me. I cannot with people. Like there are so many different types of people in the world. I mean, all God's children, but damn girl, a potion? She wants money for a potion, you guys. I thought this was like some like OnlyFans or some like scam, but a potion? Okay. I don't know, like, should I keep her here? Should I block her? Like, is she like bad vibes? Is this like, you know, some brouhaha type shit? I don't know. That's like a very expensive potion. I need to turn her on to some better wishes. Okay, Jacka, no, no, you're cute, but you're like a no. No, I'm not into it. I'm not into it. Okay, so, Shanice, let me know what your question is. I know what the first one is, but let me know what the other one is, and hopefully my dog will stop trying to chew on me. Okay, a potion? I'm never gonna forget that. I'm like, wait, maybe I should turn sis onto some candles. Like, screw the potion, bruh. Okay. We are already getting cards. I haven't even asked the deck a question. And this is, okay, so basically on New Year's, you spent time with your person, ex, you know, person to be in the future, you know, like you're just basically wondering. It was like a great time. Sparks were flying. And you want to know, was it the liquor? Or were sparks actually flying? Like, what do they think? What are they like currently feeling about the situation? So let's ask that, and then I'll do your second question. Okay, so sparks were flying. We have the Ace of Wands. Crush. Okay, so Ace of Wands to start, and hi Gabriel. So the live is closed. I can only do so much these days as a prego. But if you want to pre-book for the next live, you can. All these people tonight pre-booked for like a limited time. I'm giving you guys the option to like be on the live, or I can just send you your question like personally to like your email or something, which is how I usually do my private readings when they're open. Okay, so Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. Oh. So someone was definitely thinking that you were looking mighty fine, like really fine. So you might have been all dressed up. They're definitely noticing like all the care and detail that you put into your outfit, into your look, and they thought you looked really good too. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. So I don't do private readings. It's just kind of like an offer for now because I am so pregnant. I can't like make promises. Sometimes I just like have really bad, you know, like false labor contractions, and it's just getting to a point where like I cannot like put a schedule together for a live. So I'll either go live when I can or I can't. And if you guys do want to book in the meantime, if you want me to like send you the reading like privately, I can. I'm gonna open up like officially private readings this spring. with much more extensive packages, but this is just like what you see down below in the description box. So if you can choose something in there that you like a package, I can put you on like a live, or I can send it to you. So it's up to you. Okay, so King of Wands, King of Cups, sorry. I don't know why I said King of Wands. Are they like a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries? Because, I don't know. The King of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so it's interesting because you're like, I want to know what they're thinking and feeling since that night, but it's like they're on the same wavelength. Like, you bluffed hard, like you might have been like super into them and all that, but you definitely put a poker face on because they felt like it was hard to read you. They felt like you were super, like, I wouldn't say guarded, but definitely not an open book. Like, you were a fun ass time. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, you had them thinking all sorts of things. Knight of Pentacles, about like what the future could hold, or what like a life with you would be like. But they definitely could not read you, like, at all. They don't even know, like, if you were interested back in them. So that's really interesting. We have the Lovers. Okay, fantasizing about all sorts of different types of scenarios in the future. Choices to be made. We have the Lovers and the Knave of Cups in reverse. All right, so I'm assuming this person has not hit you up, or they have tried in their own sphere, and it, like, they've almost like backspaced or like deleted the text that they were gonna send. Or I feel like this person, oh, you found a different toy. Okay, nice. Oh, thanks. This is his Eskimo that he keeps bringing everywhere. I feel like this person is very like deep and refined, but they try super hard to like not show it. Like, they have a lot more emotions, and if they had it their way, they would just like express them, but they are such a closed throat chakra, it's not even crazy. I feel like this person just doesn't want to make the first move at this point. I feel like they gave you the choice. So it's like you're trying to release it because we like have that conversation, but I feel like they're like hoping you don't release it. They're hoping that you like kind of come back to them and talk to them and like text them and like are kind of clingy. Like, it's so funny, like in the dating world, it's just like all these stupid games that we play and stuff, but it's like, yeah, I really feel like this person, they saw that you were flirting, like Queen of Wands, but they took it more as just like, this is how you are with everyone. Like, you're just super bubbly, super like confident, and just like a flirt. They didn't really take it as like they're something special and you are super onto them. They just took it as like y'all were having a fun time and vibing, and like there's a lot of chemistry, and you're just that way. You're just like a vibe. You're just you know, a bomb ass personality, and you're super fun. So it was kind of like they picked it up as like, oh, this is just her game. Like, she's just really bubbly and she's just really flirtatious. Like, they didn't take it as like, oh, she's so into me, like, look at the way she's flirting. Like, they did not like take it like that at all. And the reason they took it in that way and not a personal way is just because they look at you from their outside perspective and they just think you're so attractive, and like thought that, you know, you seem very confident and put together. And like, it's interesting. I kind of want to do a video of like what we feel about ourselves versus what other people feel about ourselves, because like, it's just so interesting how our perspective of ourselves is so skewed and so different from like what other people think of us. It's just, it's one of the things that blows my mind till this day. But yeah, so this person, you definitely left them in their feels because they are very sensitive and they try to hide that sensitivity. And they felt like you were just being a flirt just to be a flirt. Like, they didn't think it was like, oh, she's super onto me. So they're almost like don't want to say anything because they they feel like you're, it's not even like they feel like you're a slut, but they just feel like you're like this way with everybody. So they're kind of, they don't know that you're into them at all. And so if they were to make the first move, they would be really putting themselves out there, like really out there. And they don't even like to put themselves out there if you were to make the first move. So it's like they have a tough time with their feelings for sure. And then with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Ace of Wands, I feel like they definitely don't want to not talk again. It's funny because it's like, do they want to talk again? And that like remains to be seen with the Knave of Cups in reverse here, but it's like they definitely don't want to not talk again. And that's that whole like cat and mouse game where it's like they want you to talk to them first. It's really kind of ridiculous, but you know what I'm saying? And it's like they feel like they gave you the choice. Like the door is open. If you want to like come talk to them, you can come talk to them. That's kind of like how they feel about it. Okay. Let's pull some oracle. Okay, past life relationship was popping out and I wasn't, I put it back in, it wanted to pop out again. So maybe it's like you guys have this chemistry because it's almost like you've known each other before, and it doesn't have to be literal, but it could just be like kind of talking about how you guys have a lot of natural chemistry and compatibility. You both don't want to make the first move. That's so funny. What's this person's sign? So we have retreat. Maybe there is some sort of reconciliation, some sort of date, some sort of something, TikTok coming up. Maybe TikTok is like, act before the energy dies down. Like it is the 19th of the month. And if you have spent New Year's with them, like TikTok, like talk to them now before, they just completely think you're not interested. And then who knows, like what could happen? I feel like the month of love is February. So, it could lead to some sort of something. We have message in a bottle and go the distance. So it seems like Spirit is encouraging the connection for sure. He's a Libra, that's right, you told me that. Okay. But he might have some solid placements, like let's not ride Libras off completely. He might have some solid placements in his corners, water or earth or something. I feel like earth to make him more, and it could even be his Venus. Like he has like a Virgo Venus or something. Like he's more of like a relationship type of person. But yeah, like I feel like go for it, go the distance, and you might receive like really flirty, nice text messages in return. Something like really nice. So I love that for you. That's amazing. But yeah, they were definitely thinking you were all sorts of bomb, especially just like your body, your curves. They just felt like you had a lot of goods to give, and just, and they thought you're so confident, so like nonchalant, like you just like, it's no big thing. And I think that's like what intimidated them. It's definitely like an air of intimidation for sure. All right, so I'm going to do your second question, which is, okay, who's coming in love and what the relationship will be like. Okay, so I'm going to pee really quick. But yes, we're going to continue the saga. Why are you so clingy? Okay. So, who's coming in love? What will the relationship be like? Oh yeah, what Shanice said. It's the Wisdom of Oracle. It's literally my favorite. It's one of my favorite Oracle decks, and it just like became that way. Like I wasn't expecting it when I bought it, but it just like it's like ask Shanice. It's so on point. Every card you pull, and then the book is really good. I think that matters too. Like when the book is explaining things. Okay, so what's next in love? We have the Wheel. We have the Empress in reverse. We have the Sun. We have the Eight of Cups. High Priestess in reverse. Got two cards. Eight of Wands in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. And the Moon. Okay. So there's definitely a like life transition that seems to be kind of happening for you, probably on all levels. When the Wheel comes up in a reading, it's like the wheel is turning, and this is in regards to everything. It's in regards to your career, your love life, your home life. It's just like the whole thing is just adjusting. I feel like there's a lack of reassurance that it's like you're not giving yourself enough love, and you're not giving yourself enough reassurance. And I know that sounds very cliche, but it's amazing what happens when we don't speak to ourselves that kindly, or we don't go out of our way to speak to ourselves kindly. I think I talked about this in like one of the piles I did in some sort of recent video. I don't even remember which one, but I just talked about how even like I have to manifest self-love, and it's like an active muscle I have to train. It's not something that just sits there and is always there. It's something that like is kind of a chore, and sometimes I don't want to do it and sometimes I don't really believe what I'm saying. And if I fall off with that, then my whole being, my whole essence is affected. And it can easily, you know, represent the Empress in reverse, in that we're not feeling very divine, we're not feeling very feminine, we're not feeling very abundant, we're not feeling very fertile. And I feel like this can be a subconscious like internalization. It doesn't have to be so obvious, like I don't like myself. It could be that you like yourself and you're fine and everything's great, but you're just not going out of your way to really care for yourself and really give yourself the affirmations that you deserve. So it's kind of like Spirit is saying, and of course Spirit has to come in with some like tough lesson. We can't just like pull cards and figure out who's coming into your love life. Of course it has to be some sort of lecture. But it's almost like Spirit saying, you know, the cliche, you can't love someone until you love yourself type of thing. And the thing is, the good news is, with the Wheel here and the Sun, you're well on your way to a lot of different transitional things that will finally get to completion. And sometimes when we are in the middle of trying to figure out where we're living or this or that, of course these things fall off. Of course we're not like, you know, waking up and looking in the mirror and being like, I'm beautiful, I'm awesome. Like, of course, like life gets in the way. And it's hard to feel super secure and confident when a lot of other things in your life are not super secure. So it's almost like, honestly, my dad would kill me with all the likes that I say in my lives or my readings. Like, used to get so mad when I said like. But yeah, I just feel like, I feel as if Spirit is basically saying here, you know, yes, maybe things have been really tough. It's been really hard to like really keep up with these routines of self-love and self-care. But the good news is there's a lot of really happy, great things happening for you this year. And a relationship can definitely be one of them. Because the sun is like the horizon, like what's on the horizon, what's coming in. The wheels are turning. A lot of gears are shifting into place. The Eight of Cups is not a sorrowful card. It's actually a really happy card because it's not just about walking away. It's about walking away from something to walk towards something else. So you could be walking away from like seeking validation from others or needing approval or walking away from a situation that's just like negatively giving you a bad outlook on yourself and blocking maybe even your intuition and walking towards the light, walking towards the sun, walking towards just happier and better days. We have that High Priestess in reverse, which tells me that your intuition has been blocked or you've been feeling very blocked. And it could just be, like I said, there's so much in the air, there's so much going on that the synchronicities, the signs that you're supposed to be receiving are skewed, or it's really hard to like read them. It's hard to pull for yourself. It's hard to listen to Spirit because there's just so much noise. So it's kind of this energy on like, you know, one leads to the other. When we fall off and we receive that Empress in reverse, it's natural that we receive a High Priestess in reverse. It's because just overall like our essence is blocked. We're not paying enough attention to ourselves. Alexa, next song. So Eight of Wands can also be the thief of joy. It could talk about comparison. It can talk about competition. And comparison is a thief of joy. So if there's someone else's journey you've been comparing yourself to, or maybe this is even on like an intrinsic level, it could even be yourself. Like, I thought I would be in a different place by now, and like that kind of thing. And you're mad at yourself because your old self didn't do this, or, you know, it's kind of an energy of like, don't compare yourself. Like, comparison is the thief of joy. That's not going to help you bring this Empress in the upright. You know, focusing in on lack or focusing in on where you should have been by now or what you should have done is not obviously the way to go. Obviously. I mean, you know this. So then we have that Nine of Cups in reverse, clarifying the sun. I feel like this is not that to say that you're not going to be happy, because the sun is like content and happiness. It's to say that you're not going to find this happiness by meeting some really hot guy. You're not going to find this happiness by like being in a relationship, and you're not going to find this happiness by texting someone all day every day. It's almost saying like you need to find this happiness on your own in order for this to like come into fruition. Because right now, like, the reason things seem unclear, things around you, things in front of you and around in your environment, is because the only thing that should be clear, that you should be focusing in on, is not the things outside of yourself, but the things inside of yourself, the internal things. So let's see what your oracle has to say. Oh, she popped out real quick. So we have go the distance. Okay, go the distance. We got that in your last reading, but go the distance as in like have more courage in the things that you want, especially if you like the guy. Text him first. And if you want this manifestation to come through, then do that grounding work, do that healing work, do that affirmation work. So it's kind of like go the distance and you will be supported, a leg up. You know, Spirit is here for you, but they're not going to do all the work. And no place like home, that thing that needs to be fixed and healed and loved and nurtured is yourself. And then everything outside of yourself will manifest differently. So yes, I approve of this message too. All right, love. So I love you so much. I really hope that resonated. I'm going to move on to the next person. The crazy Jackson finally fell asleep. He's literally out. He's like on his back. He's like, I annoyed my mom. I did what I had to do. Now it's time to sleep. It's so funny. Okay. So the next person is JAMI. She said this potion is for fame. I cannot. Okay. Okay, so JAMI got 2 questions. Okay, so question 1 is hi JAMI, how are you? Question 1 is a regular deck pull, channeled messages and timelines, so you know that you've been on this soulmate, been more confused than ever, been on this journey forever it seems at this point. Lately I've been more confused than ever. I have several options, probably retrograde, but my heart keeps pulling me back to a certain person who you're currently in separation with, but unsure on what to do at this point. Your question is the usual: can I give you clarity about the person coming towards you, their looks, job, how you'll meet, anything, so that perhaps I can figure if it's someone I know or maybe someone new. Channeled messages and timeline. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm good. Yes. Just almost there. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I mean, we have the Empress popping up, so that's a good sign. Okay, so any clarity about the person coming towards you? So we're going to figure out if this is someone you know or perhaps a new person. We have the King of Cups. Oh my gosh, you're not confusing at all. I got this like weird DM and I was just like looking at it, and then they were typing and I was like, oh shit, are they listening to my live? So I was like, I got like nervous. Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Ooh, we have the Sun. This will like always be my favorite tarot deck. For sure. It's just like a classic. I don't know how else to put it. 5 of Cups in reverse. I mean, I definitely feel like this is not someone new. It's just like because of the imagery and the deep feelings here with that 5 of Cups in reverse, like clarifying the King of Cups, it's just like they've been, and it's not even like with the telescope that they've been watching you. I mean, they could be like watching your social media, but it's more like they have always had this like third eye on you. They've always had this like spiritual connection to you, and it's like in their mind and their energy, they've always like kept tabs on you, if that makes sense. So it feels like there's history, and it feels like if there's anything new, it could be that there could be something new between you guys, because there's a lot of like really refreshing cards popping up. So let's explore. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So I just took my phone off of Wi-Fi. Hopefully it stops acting up. All right. So we have the 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. So with the Empress, I mean, I feel like okay, I feel like this is not a new person, but I feel like you guys could have something new between you pop off. They could have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their chart, but really in my head I'm hearing like Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or some of those placements. I feel like you're in a really, really good energy, and I feel like it's not just that, and it's so weird, like what I'm picking up on, because it's not super personal. It's not like this person's like literally watching you and picking up on it. You're doing so great, and they're like watching you do great, and now they want to talk to you. It's like almost like an internal thing, like they just sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you ever like have like a great moment in your life, and then someone that you do not talk to, you do not see, like comes into your life and tries to talk to you, and you're like, how did they know I was doing great? And it's not like they actually know because they weren't watching you, like quite literally, but it's like feels like they were watching you, like that kind of energy. I don't know if that makes any sense, and maybe it is the fucking retrogrades, but it feels like you're doing great, and this person is like, oh, let me like come from my shell and pop on over into Jamie's life and see how she is. So it's like randomly they are like, okay, I'm here, and it's like what to do with it, because of the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you're at a place right now where you're feeling really stable and really in control of your life. And Ace of Cups, there is this type of magic to this connection, because it is kind of like a very telepathic and spiritual connection. And with that Ace of Cups, it's like there's this magical element of like what could be. And Ace of Cups to me is like really reassuring, because it could say like that you guys could kind of talk to each other and like fall for each other in maybe a new or different way. And maybe a lot of this is also because of your new profound sense of like receiving and confidence and divine femininity, and it just, maybe it wasn't the right time before and it's the right time now. Sometimes we like want somebody and it's like not the right time, or it doesn't work out, and then we finally release them and we're like doing great and we've forgotten about them, and then they come back and we're like, well, fuck. And it's like, we did technically ask for this, but like at a different time. So it's kind of that energy, but it doesn't seem bad. Like with the sun here, it seems like this could be a really happy, beautiful thing. But the Five of Cups, it's like it would have to be on the condition that you release the past, or you release past hurts or grievances with this person, because I do feel like you guys have history, and the history could be that this ultimately ended in separation, and ultimately ended in some sort of like just melancholy, because it had this like spiritual magical element, and then nothing happened with it. You know what I'm saying? So with the Four of Wands, it feels very divine. It feels like this is like happening at the right time in the right place. It feels like this is for you. Seven of Wands is throwing me off. Six of Swords also throwing me off. High Priestess. What? Come on, Spirit. Alexa, next song. Okay, so technically the advice is to keep doing you. Are they gonna make the first move? Like, I'm confused. Seven of Wands, Six of Swords. Okay. I feel like, are they gonna make the first move? Should Jamie make the first move? Okay, so this person might like hit you up randomly. Ace of Swords, really fast communication. Page of Pentacles, the promise of something a little different, a little more nuanced. Definitely in the meantime, focus in on yourself, or continue to focus on your work. Specifically work is what I'm picking up on. Eight of Pentacles. And don't be afraid of this either, because I feel like maybe another instinct is to run And Spirit is saying, like, if you need more clarification and answers, like, you can reach out to your counsel directly. But in the meantime, remain balanced, remain grounded. It seems like this person is going to come in with some fast communication, probably like a text or something. But there is like something that can come from it, aside from like the very divine aspects of the reading here at the Four of Wands and it being destiny, Ace of Cups, that promise of love, the Sun, you know, promise of happiness. It seems like with the Page of Pentacles, like on a practical scale, like this could lead to like more consistency or like a talk or a date or something like promising. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing grandiose at first, although like big picture could be grandiose, but just something very like, you know, very nice. I feel like nice is the word. It seems to be reliant on the fact that you need to heal or forgive something in the past, and then also simultaneously like focus in on yourself. I don't think this person's passion for you ever died. I don't think their attraction for you ever died. We have, this could be the one. The angels really love to like jump the gun. This is like my favorite deck, but it's also like one of the decks that I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Because it's like, the angels are like, this is the one, like soulmate. But it could be, you know what I'm saying? So I never want to like say it's not. So we have passion, we have attraction, we have TikTok. Okay, this could be happening quite soon. Seems like a lot of things are happening soon for people. We have new life. Yeah, that's what this feels like. It feels like old person, but like new energy. Like there could be, sorry, your spread is so messy. I'm like looking at it on the screen. It could lead to something new, and already that's a really nice kind of promise. Okay, so let's do some timeline cards. Let me get them. Okay. So when is this happening? I mean, it seems pretty soon. And what does the TikTok represent? We have divine timing. Should I pull more cards? I'm like, I want an actual timeline, Spirit. We have divine timing. $4 months. Ooh. Okay. And I'm not saying this person's going to hit you up in 4 months. I definitely think fast communication, that's now. But something, it could even be like 4 months from now, you're going to be in a completely different place with this person, a really good place. And who knows, that place could be like you're in a full-on relationship with them. But it seems like this is happening in a time span from like now to 4 months. Really cool. Super cool. All right, so let's do your channeled messages. Let's see what this person would say to you. Whoa. Okay, we have the Sun in reverse, Page of Pentacles popping out again. Knight of Cups, love bombing. King of Wands. Okay. Death in reverse, Ace of Wands. 5 of Swords in reverse. Alright, so this person never really liked being in separation with you. It was like not something that they liked to begin with. Okay. I haven't really been happy without you. I mean, I never thought I would truly be happy without you, but I definitely didn't think that things would come to an end, or I never wanted them to come to an end. I don't want them to, and I'd like to like still have a, I'd like them to begin again. I'd like to kind of start over, but I never really thought of maybe the repercussions of things truly ending, or you truly not being in my life. It just was not something that made me happy. And on a practical level, I think we should talk again, at least, and be friends, and maybe, I don't know, like see where this goes and explore this. And I know I've been super focused in on all of my work and projects, and it seems like I don't pay any mind to you, or I don't care, but it's really not the truth. I do think about you quite often, and I have always thought about you and felt like you were very special to me. And I don't know, all of a sudden I'm really thinking about you a lot and taking note of it, and like there's just so many possibilities that I just feel like we could just, I don't know, maybe we just skip over the bullshit and and everything that kind of happened in the past. It felt like a lot of things that led to nowhere, and maybe that's my fault. And for that, I think about that, and I feel like it was a big portion of my fault, because I just, as you can tell, I'm just like stuttering. I have a tough time communicating. I have a tough time like expressing to you like how I feel and like what's really going on in my head. And like obviously you're not a mind reader, and I jeopardized some of these really beautiful opportunities with you because I was so in my head all the time, and I was really guarded, and I wasn't talking to you. But it never meant that there wasn't a chance. Like, it never meant that I couldn't love you or fall in love with you. Like, of course I could. Like, who couldn't? I mean, it seems like you probably have a lot of options, and I'm probably like super late in the game on this. And I know that, and I've kind of accepted that. But I just also know that being at a distance from you is not fun. I don't want to be at a distance. I don't want to be out of your life. I don't want to feel like I have to fight to get back in. I don't want to feel like I left this and left you, and like we stopped talking on a bad note, and like I hurt you. I'd love to like turn this around and explore this, and maybe come full circle and see what we could be. But you know, in the meantime, I want you to know how beautiful I think you are, and how much I admire you and your strength and your confidence and just you as a person. All right, so I love that for you. I appreciate you. Okay, this was really cute. I'm not sure how you feel about it though, because again, if it's like a past person, you're probably like, ah. So let's do your second question, which is career related. You were recently offered a job, but something is telling you to wait because there's something better coming. Ooh, that's cool. So can I give you any clarity on your career path coming, opportunities, or anything? Okay, so that's a really good question. So you got offered a job, congratulations, but something is telling you to wait because there's something better coming. Okay. You have the Tower in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Judgment. Okay, so you got offered a job, but you feel like something better is coming towards you. Ow! Jack! You're not gonna give me any room to like put my legs under my own desk? You guys should see him right now. He's literally like has taken over the whole bottom of my desk. I can't even like put my legs out. So he thinks he's small. Like that's like the biggest problem here. So we have the moon in reverse. The Knight of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands. Okay. So, is something else, something better coming? Okay. I feel like yes. And I wanted to like pause before I spoke on it because this is like serious. I feel like when it comes to your career, anything that you're like have an opportunity to do one thing, but you feel like you have a feeling to do another, I want it to be as like clear as possible. Also, by the way, my baby has been kicking like crazy throughout your whole reading. So I think that's a good sign too. With the Tower in reverse, there's this sort of epiphany. And it could even be the shock of this message or this download being sent to you that something great is happening or is going to happen. And with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like the Queen of Pentacles here represents like being wise and like choosing the wiser path, choosing a path where you are like, you know, looking at the objectives and being practical, but also like being very smart about your decisions, because the Queen of Pentacles doesn't take change as easily. But it's when she does make changes, whether it's a career path or a different opportunity, she likes to have all the facts. With the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like the wheel is turning, and this is like this new opportunity that you feel like is coming. With Judgment, it's this literal like wait and see type of energy that Spirit is like giving you in response. And then we have that Moon in reverse, and this is like not a time to question your intuition. This is not a time to feel like your downloads are not giving you true information. I feel like right now, especially, you can trust yourself. And if you are receiving downloads, take them as like an epiphany. Take them as they truly are meant for you. The thing that's interesting though is, Alexa, turn the music off. Sorry, my neighbors are like having a party outside of my goddamn window, and it's like really hard to like hear my own thoughts with like, I don't know if you guys can hear it, probably not as much as I can hear it. With the Knight of Wands, I feel like you're going to be more passionate and you're going to be more in tune with this other opportunity than the job that you were offered. The Knight of Pentacles, though, tells me it's going to take a while, especially with the wheel, because when the wheel is involved, it's a very good thing, but it has to turn, and it's kind of kind of like an old style wheel is like what I picture, and it has to have all the gears shift in place, and it takes a while. So it's like Queen of Pentacles is popping up because, you know, assess the situation and whether or not it's like financially whether it makes sense for you. Like, you can always take this job and wait for the other one, and who knows, like, maybe it's just like you're at the job for 4 weeks and you're like, bye. But like, it's kind of like, evaluate your own financial decisions, but know that there is something else coming for you. It just doesn't seem like it's coming at a huge instant. And that's why we have flexibility in chop wood. Like, there's gonna have to be some work that's involved, work that maybe seems like a chore. And it could be that this job opportunity is something that you take now because it will feel like a chore in relation to this other opportunity coming your way. So like, being flexible on that. But yeah, Knight of Pentacles tells me that this is a reliable thing. This is happening for you. And Four of Wands and the Knight of Wands tells me that there's a little more zest involved in this other opportunity. It's something that you're more passionate about, something that you're more excited about. And for that, I love that for you, because of course we want to do what we love and we want to be excited about going into work and making money. Like, that's the best kind of win-win scenario by far. But with by the book, I feel like this is kind of saying assess the situation from like a Queen of Pentacles situation or standpoint, and understand that like sometimes, you know, bills have to be paid and things have to go in this like logical and practical order. So yes, your intuition is stirring you in the right direction, but make the necessary kind of, like, maybe take this job that you were offered and then allow this to really unfold. And who knows, if you have to quit the job in like a week, whatever, fuck it. So it's like, that is kind of the answer that I'm getting for you. All right, so I love you, Jamie. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the live. I'm definitely going to be talking to you very soon. So thank you for joining. I hope that resonated. I'm going to be moving on to the next person, which is Trina. But like, holy shit, it's so loud. You're so welcome, Jamie. I love you. Okay. Did it stop? Did the music stop? Thank God. No, it didn't. Ugh. All right. Hi, Trina. Give me 1 second. I have to pee again. I know. Okay. Hello, Miss V White, and hello, Jerry. Okay, so hi, Trina. So you got 2 questions. One is an 18 plus and channeled messages, no tea. You've talked to Nico. You haven't talked to Nico since you blocked him. And you unblocked him though, but didn't follow him or talk to him. You just left him there and haven't really been detaching and working on yourself, but you're just curious as to how he's feeling about you. You feel his energy sometimes and you get sad and even start crying. I know it's not my energy, but I also know he's still talking to that Olia girl because she flew here for New Year's. That was the last time I stalked her. So my question is just how he is feeling about me and what's going on with him. All right, hold on. I'm going to put my own music on just because this is like so heavy on the bass. Whatever they are doing next door. Alexa, play Spotify. So, how is he feeling about you currently? Like, you definitely feel his energy. So, let's see. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Knave of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Fool, we have the Five of Cups, and the Magician. Okay. So I feel like, how he's feeling about you right now is he's feeling like you have a lot of options, and maybe because you have so many options, like you're not focused on him at all. I feel like he'll always believe that you guys are soulmates in some sort of way, like you guys were meant to like be in each other's lives. And I don't think he has any regrets as to like, well, he should have regrets, you know that, but like in meeting you, I feel like despite all the drama and just everything that went down, and you definitely taught him a lot of valuable lessons. And I feel like with the Four of Wands, the biggest energy that I'm receiving from him is that he just feels like you guys were destined to meet, and he feels really overall good about the connection. Not good about like how it ended or how it currently is or anything like that, but just like that you guys were supposed to meet each other for sure. With that Knave of Swords in reverse, I don't think he knows that he's unblocked. He feels blocked from communication of all sorts and types from you. And in a way, his confidence is pretty stumped. Like, he does not feel good about himself in any way. So even though he might be entertaining someone new, it's coming from a weird place of insecurity. Like, they actually doesn't feel very good about himself. He doesn't feel very confident right now. Maybe that was something that you brought out in him, and he's not feeling that way about himself. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, and I feel like they just think that other people are showering you with attention and like gifts and love, and like they're just a thing of the past, a thing of history, and you know, they like to fantasize sometimes about like what ifs and what could be, and like what if you guys did get back together, or what if you did start new. But they know that there's so much damage here with the Five of Cups that it's just like not a possibility. And then like moving forward, they still feel like they're blocked. They might not know that they're unblocked, and it's kind of this energy of like, okay, but even if I like wanted to entertain this fantasy, I can't. You know, like they just keep it in their mind. They don't really do anything with it. But this person, Nico, is not feeling very good about himself. I feel like you made him feel very confident, and you made him feel like the man. He felt really like sexy around you, or you like brought that out in him. And he doesn't feel that way anymore. And so he definitely feels very like insecure, and also insecure in the light of the fact maybe other people are surrounding you and treating you a lot better than he did. So whether this is like a perception or it's the truth, he's definitely viewing you as someone who has like lots of options, and all those options like really like you and probably want you. He sees you as someone who's like freed yourself from them, and that they were like the toxic person. And right now they're trying to like forgive and learn. Not that you did anything for them to like forgive, but just like maybe they're trying to forgive their self is kind of the energy. Like they don't feel very good about themselves like at all. So yeah, I'm really not getting too much from them. They definitely miss your body. And they feel like you had a really nice one. And they definitely miss seeing it. So let's do your channel messages. Let's see what they'd have to say for themselves. Okay, so what would he say to you? We have the High Priestess. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. We have the King of Wands in reverse. Six of Cups. So there's definitely missing you. There's definitely an element of nostalgia for sure. I'm also sorry if you guys can hear that. It's like, I can hear it. It's so fucking annoying. It's just like, I don't even know if that's music or like just banging on the walls. Like, I don't even know what that is. So, okay, with the High Priestess. Alright, so what would they say to you? You know, I always will love and respect you. I'm always going to have just mad respect for you and mad love for you too. I mean, you've helped me through so much and like you listened to me and you were there for me when other people weren't. And I will always view you as special. I have a tough time understanding you and I have a tough time like reading you, but I'll always view like our connection as special. And I really regret how things were left, and I felt like, you know, I was juggling a lot of lies and a lot of bullshit and ultimately made you feel really rejected. And now I'm the one that feels rejected, so I deserve it. But now that I feel this way, I know how you feel, and I'm sorry that I ever made you feel that way. I don't feel very good about myself and I'm not very proud of my actions, and I definitely feel like I fucked up, and now all I can do is really just, you know, think about what we had, and that's in the past. Like, think about this connection. I do think about you from time to time, and how it's just not going to be something. And I always thought that it would be something. I always thought that we would survive, but I never imagined that things would finally and officially end. And I know that they ended because of me. I know that I'm the one that hurt you and I'm the one that fucked up, and you know, I can't even like view your social media. I can't even like see what you're doing, and I don't know. I feel like very hopeless. I don't know if I could ever like come back and try and like restore something. I know that this is something I look back on, and like it was such a great time when it was a great time, but I just look back on it and I'm like, I feel really shitty about this. I feel like I fucked up, and for that I'm sorry. I never should have made you feel like you were a choice, and I should have, you know, taking care of you when I had you, and what I ended up doing was making you sad, and now like we don't talk. Now we're blocked, or I'm blocked from talking to you, and ultimately it sucks because you're like one of the most special girls I've ever met, and I know that you're gonna make somebody very happy someday, and I guess I'm regretful that that won't be me. All right, so yeah, definitely a lot of energy of like just reminiscing on your beauty, and just how many times like you listened to them and forgave them. Really like an energy of just being very motherly and very divine and feminine, and like they're just kind of like feel like a dumbass. I mean, they should, but just the imagery I was getting in my head is just like all the times that you were there for them, like when you shouldn't have been. And they're starting to like really reflect on that. So I really felt that like in their energy. All right, so let's do your second question. Also an 18 plus and channeled messages. This is about the coworker. Okay, so since you decided to move forward from Nico, you got the courage to talk to Scott more at work. You even got his number. Sometimes you guys talk in the parking lot after work for like 30 minutes before going home. He even started to hang out in my classroom at the end of the day if he has nothing to do. We've been texting a little bit, but not that much. He told me he spent the holidays with his ex, but they aren't together. So what is with these people and their exes? I just like don't understand. Okay. I'm like, in what scenario? Like, you know, because in my head, I'm like, don't call them an ex, you know, like if you're like still in their life, like call them a friend, or like, I don't know, but ex is such a like a bad word. I'm hanging out with my ex. Like, what? Don't do that. Okay. So weird. But they aren't together, but it's in the back of your mind. I just don't want to get hurt again. But your question is, how is Scott feeling about you, and how is he gonna make any moves forward? Okay. All right, so Scott, we have the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands. Oh shit. I can't even reach that. Ah! Ow. Nine of Cups. We have the Chariot. Okay, lots of energy. Ace of Cups clarifying the Ace of Wands. Does this person do you know their chart yet, or like their sun sign? Do they have lots of like fire placements? All right, so how is he feeling about you? Definitely very passionate. I mean, this is super new, and I feel like they're feeling that excitement of something new. You know, like this is the start of something. Like that High School Musical song. Like I definitely feel that vibe. But no, seriously, I feel like with that Knight of Wands here, it's just like very passionate. There's like, it's new, it's exciting. Ace of Wands, thinking about like where this could go, where this could lead. It's just like a really good energy of like, okay, like I want to see where this goes. And like, because they have that Leo energy, they're super, you know, pumped up and fiery. I feel like, you know, they are definitely seeing you as someone that they think is very attractive, very sexy. They definitely want to fuck the shit out of you. Side note. So, and they would love to like grab your booty. I think this person's very sexual, but they're like have been holding back or they've been thinking about it. So it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see if this is like what they want this to just be a sexual connection or if they want this to be something. But because of the like the offset of all the water, the Nine of Cups, the Chariot, the Ace of Cups, it tells me that there could be like real feelings and emotions here. And like, yes, the first impression is like you're super hot and super bangable, but then their second impression is like there's a lot of chemistry, like you guys get along really well, and they're kind of like, okay, I feel like we could really like have something here. So I feel like they like talking to you. I mean, that's part of why they hang out in the classroom. It's part of why you guys like hang out in the parking lot and talk. Like, they like it. But I think they're like anxious to see where this goes, and also nervous because Ace of Cups, I do feel like they think they could fall for you. They could catch feelings for sure. And they're like, okay, am I in a position to catch feelings? With the Moon energy, I definitely think that their ex weighs power over them, but not in the way that you think. I don't think they're involved. I don't think they're together, but I think that their ex hurt them and broke up with them, and then it could even be very manipulative and like, let's hang out or let's talk, and like they still go back to them because they're kind of like weak for them, if that makes sense. So it's like they're a little guarded when it comes to like they're very passionate and they want to like move forward, but they at the same time they want to guard their feelings because they don't want to be in another situation where like someone is controlling them the way that their ex kind of controls them. And they see that because you're so attractive, like you definitely could wring that kind of power over them. I don't think there's too much hesitation. Like, I don't think they're gonna come. Like, I've seen readings where they're gonna like completely just like not because of that fear. But I just think that this ex does have something on them, or and could even be a little manipulative with that Moon energy, in that like still wants them in their life, but like gives them like breadcrumbs, you know? So it's kind of interesting. We have trust and we have past life relationship. So I feel like with their ex, they could have like a past life relationship. But with you, they could definitely have a new life. And they see that, and I think they're like observing you. There's like a definite energy of regeneration for sure. But with trust, it's basically spirit saying like, trust, this is good, and don't like let this sabotage it, because this is really good, and you know it can continue down this path. Just observe this person, I think, and trust that like something good will come out of it. But they're definitely feeling you and definitely like wanting to kind of get to know you more, you know what I'm saying, and like get to know this connection more. Okay, so let's do your channeled messages. What would they say to you? Ooh, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. What would they say to you? Seven of Pentacles. This is really good. Super good. Two of Cups. Super duper good. Ace of Swords. So lots of aces with this person because they're really seeing you in all sorts of ways. Lots of opportunity, like to be, you know, together. So this person's definitely like very optimistic about like where this could lead. Like you guys could full on get into like dating mode pretty soon. Okay, so what would this person say to you? I really want to take a moment to compliment how cool you are. I mean, I haven't met someone as cool as you in a really long time, and you just seem very genuine, and I really like appreciate that. And on top of being so like cool and genuine and like just very sweet, I feel like you're so sexy and hot, and I feel like hot girls are like bitches these days, but you're not. You're like so like you're like hot on the outside and then like super warm and sweet on the inside, if that makes any sense. And I don't know, like you definitely make me think a lot about like where this could go. I definitely feel like we could hang out, Netflix and chill. I don't know. We could hang out, maybe even like go out to eat, go to a bar. I just have a lot of fun with you already as it is in a parking lot, in a classroom. I can't imagine like actually doing stuff with you, but it'd be really cool to like do that and explore. I also think like talking to you is awesome. So even if like it didn't lead anywhere, just like being your friend, it seems really fun and cool. Like you have a lot of cool things to say, and I like your energy. But I do think that there's more here. I don't know. I don't really want to like jump the. I don't want to like be crazy, but I don't know. It just feels like right, and I'd love to see where this goes. But yeah, you're super cool. A little, it scares me a little bit how cool you are. Like, are you a dude? Are you real? Are you fake? I mean, I definitely know that you're not a catfish, but I feel like I don't know. It scares me. I could become like real obsessed with you really quick. But no, you definitely have it going on, and I'm curious as to where this would go, and I want to learn more about you. You seem very like you're just like super cool, and I keep saying that, but it's at the same time like you work really hard and like you seem very spiritual, and it's like how are you not more out in the open? You know what I'm saying? I feel like you should be like taken by now or have a boyfriend or something, and it's just weird, but I don't know. And you know, I'm attracted to you for sure. How can I not be? And I just think you're really sexy. So there's all of that, but you probably have like a lot of options, and I'm just assuming that you're not entertaining them, but you could be. But why wouldn't you be? You're like young and hot and single. Anyway, I think this could be a really cool like friendship or relationship. I don't know. I don't want to get rejected, but I like you a lot, and I like talking to you. And you're cool. You're like an alien. Like I don't meet many people like you, and I think that's awesome. And I'd love to like learn more about you. I'm actually scared to learn more about you because I feel like if I learn more and I think you're even cooler than I think you're cool now, then I'm gonna like full on be like in love with you. But like I don't know, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. But yeah, you make me really happy. I think you're super cool, and I wish I could say all this to you, but I feel like I would be really, I'd scare you off if I just said all this to you like point blank. But I definitely, you've definitely sparked my interest, and I'd love to like hang out with you and see where this goes. That's so funny. This person's energy is really cool. I can see why you like them. I definitely get like that they're super humorous and like just very vibey. I don't even know how to explain it. Like just cool energy. So I love that for you. And this seems much lighter. This seems so much more fresh than, you know, the Nico situation. All right, Trina, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining the live. I really hope that resonated. Okay, I love you, girl. And I am going to move on to the next person. Oh, I saw like $100 charge on my Cash App. I was like, what? And I was like, oh, that was me. I spent $100 on my nails like a fucking freak. But honestly, it's not always that expensive unless you like need a lot of shit. I had to get a whole new set. It was just a thing. Anyway, side rant. All right, Trina, I love you so much. So thank you, Shirley. So the next person is Alexandra, aka Lexi. So you got an 18 plus. Let me check my DMs. I think you sent me the question there, and you did. Okay, cool. So the question needed to be edited. You met this guy almost 2 years ago, and our relationship is very complicated. Ever since I first met him, I've been really drawn to his energy and just want to be near him all the time. I almost feel as if he's a soulmate, and I want to know if he feels the same way. Okay, let's... Ow, I feel like I have a pimple on my head. Do you ever, like, scratch something and then you're like, what is this bump on my head in my hair? Or is that just me? Because, like, I don't even know anymore. Ow. Okay, that's strange. So, hello, Lexi. Hi. So, you go on 18 plus. So, you met this guy, and your relationship's very complicated. Ever since you met him, you've been really drawn to his energy and just want to be near him all the time. You feel like he's been a soulmate. He's a soulmate, and you want to know if he feels the same way. Okay. The Queen of Swords. Hi, Shirley. So these are paid readings. Everyone here pre-booked. The live for tonight is closed. I'm not taking any more questions. If you wanted to pre-book for the next live and get a question answered, all of that information is in the description box below. And then let me know if you have any questions. So you have the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the World, the Empress. So does he feel the same way? Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely. He definitely feels the same way. Maybe he's not on the level of like, this is my twin flame. He feels like you guys have a very special connection, and you know, the way dudes internalize this stuff is more just like, we're super compatible, and I feel like there's a reason that we met, and like that's kind of how they rationalize things. They're not necessarily like in the tarot community like pulling cards like, this is my twin flame soulmate. Some people, like, there's the exception, but no, this person definitely feels like you guys have a very special connection, that there was a reason that you met, and that it could not be a coincidence by any means necessary. They definitely want to, like, they're taking note of like how this has been complicated, and they have like really good intentions, I think I should say, because they want to make this work, and they want to work towards your affection, or they want to work towards some sort of common goal. I don't know if you guys are like at a distance, like you have to like fly or drive to see each other, but it's like this person would love for you guys to live together or live closer together, and with the world, it represents travel, but in like a very literal way. Like this person would love to like have you guys be near each other is kind of the energy I'm getting. And so I think this person is low-key trying to work towards that. With the Eight of Pentacles, I'm not sure. I feel like they're trying to work really hard on something, their finances, their job, their money, because they want to like be more consistent. They want to like be able to provide for you or be able to like come towards you in that way. With the Empress, you know, they are viewing you as like future wifey, future baby mama material, and they don't want to jeopardize that in any kind of way. They actually get kind of intimidated with the Queen of Swords energy, that you are the one that could be getting tired of them or sick of them. They are like absolutely in love with you. I don't think they're going to get sick of you anytime soon, and I feel like if they did move towards you, it would only like kind of immerse the love, like it would just refreshen it, if that makes sense. But yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, I feel like this person's very logical. I don't know if they have a lot of earth placements like Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, but it's kind of the energy of like, they're not like, this is my soulmate. they're very practical minded. They don't really think as spiritual as you do. But they are like, we are super good together. We have a lot of chemistry. We have a lot of compatibility. Like that's how they view you and your connection. I'm definitely seeing him as a workaholic, and maybe you're a workaholic to an extent, and for that they think you guys really match. Like they feel like you guys would make good partners because you're like on the same wavelength, if that makes sense. But it's kind of like they appreciate and respect that you work. You know, they don't want to be like out here working and then like be with someone who doesn't do anything. Like they like that you're not lazy. I think they get overwhelmed with the Knight of Wands by the distance that you guys have between us, but they kind of try to use it as motivation to like come closer or come towards you. Past life relationship. Wow, did you see how that flew out too? We have trust. Okay, so this person thinks you're super beautiful, by the way. They think you are like very, you have really beautiful features, really beautiful like facial structure, facial features, very soft, fair skin, but like very clean and like clear, if that makes sense. They love like your body. They think you have just like a low-key bomb body, but you're not very, like you're very coy, you're very shy, and you're not very showy about it. But it's like underneath all that, like you could be very showy about it if you wanted to. But you're just very conservative, and like they really kind of appreciate that it's for them. But they know that you like could be a whole ass slut if you wanted to be. So they just think you're so sexy. And then we have trust. So I feel like this person just really trusts you. They feel like you guys have a lot of trust within your own connection, a lot of loyalty. And again, they feel like you could be the one. So that goes back to like baby mama, wifey material. And for them, there's like a big picture that they're trying to work towards. You know, they don't want to just be in a complicated relationship that's long distance. They want to like have this all pay off someday into something really magical. And they're hoping that you'll be flexible with them. They're kind of by the book. I kind of got that. They're very like workaholic, traditional, by the book type of people. So it can seem like they're super slow moving because it's like, okay, hello, hi, like when is this happening? But they are in their own sense trying to like do things the right way. So we have mending and we have yin. They like how feminine you are. They like your feminine energy. They want you to be a queen. They want you to sit there and receive. They want to be able to provide for you. They like that traditional role of them being like a man and you being the woman, like that kind of thing. But they are trying really hard to like mend this connection, or mending can even represent that spirit is saying that things will, spirit could be saying mending and trust, that things will, you know, kind of become better within the situation and to have trust in that. So it's like that divine surrender to divine timing type of situation. All right, love. So I really hope that resonated. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me here. And I hope to see you again soon. So that concludes the lives for tonight, you guys. If you wanted to get on the list and pre-book for the next live, you can. All that information is in the description box below. I am currently 34 weeks pregnant, so I literally have 3 to 4 weeks left of this. So if you guys wanted to get a reading, now is your chance, quite literally, because I do not know when I'll be able to like do this as a new mom. Couldn't tell you, couldn't say. So now's your chance. All the information's in the description box below. And then, yeah, that's about it. But I will be posting more videos as well. You can check those out. In the meantime, however, thank you so much for all of your love and all of your support and just all of the like really great support with my candles and the candle business. Oh my gosh, we're like almost sold out, which is insane to think. It's very exciting. And thank you, Lexi. You can ask Lexi, she got a candle. She got this candle, the rose quartz attract love. I literally have like 4 left of those. So if you wanted to shop those, then get them while you can. But thank you guys for, you know, being here and supporting me. And yeah, I hope to see you guys very soon.